So what do you do when you're trying to remove pet hair from car carpet and you don't have any fancy tools? Well, I recently did it in an interior detail. So the first kind of like old school trick I want to give to you guys here is something I learned from a friend of mine, Tom from Buff Bright, who produces that cool little tool called the FurReal brush. But this is something that I don't think is widely known, and what a lot of detailers struggle with when they're trying to pull out pet hair is that the pet hair, even if it's not tucked under the fibers of the carpet, it kind of carries this static that makes it cling to the carpet itself. Kind of like if you pull out like a 50-50 cotton polyester shirt from the dryer and you immediately put it on, you kind of feel some static and it clings to you. That's what the pet hair is doing to the carpet, and the product that can get rid or eliminate this static before you start vacuuming is actually your favorite glass cleaner. So one of the easiest things to do before you dive straight in and try to vacuum up pet hair is just to do a light mist of some glass cleaner on top of the surface of the carpet, let it sit for like 5 seconds, and then just start vacuuming. See what happens before you introduce anything else. Now for the rest of this video, let me divide carpet down 2 lines. 1, traditional classic carpeting, and 2, the impossible carpeting, because my approach in both of these situations with pet hair is a little bit different. The Toyota that I recently detailed that had a ton of pet hair forced me to go down both of these rabbit holes. So many of you guys might be thinking, oh, this is the worst when pet hair gets on impossible carpeting. And yes, it is when it's been there a long time and it's really never been detailed, but often because the impossible carpeting is just this matted down fabric felt area, the pet hair doesn't actually have the ability to get under it very quickly unless, again, it's been there for like a year or 2 years and people have been stomping on it. And so what I did in the interior is simply vacuum, carpet shampoo, brush, steamer, just my traditional carpet cleaning system. And throughout that whole process, all of the pet hair came up very simply. Of course, I spent a little bit more time making sure that I was vacuuming the pet hair specifically, but just throughout that regular process, the pet hair actually came up. Now, the more interesting part was the floor mats. So let's jump over there. Before I ever started shampooing the floor mats, I just started vacuuming. Well, the reason why the floor mats were actually more difficult to pull the pet hair up from than the impossible carpeting is because those are traditional fibers. And so the pet hair gets underneath or in between those a little bit easier than it does in the impossible carpeting. Now, I didn't want to pull out some lily brush or some silicone brush to try to help me do this. I just wanted to use the tools that I had on hand right there. And so I took my drill brush with my cone head on top of it, and I just kind of hold it to the side, and I use the side of that cone brush to brush the entire surface of that carpet, and it literally just yanks the pet hair out from underneath those fibers, and it throws it up onto the surface or it throws it out to the side. So this is definitely a messy way to do it, but it absolutely works because I can pull all of it out. I can come in with my vacuum a second time and easily vacuum up that unstuck or untucked pet hair, and then I can move on with my life. But this allows me to do it with a very traditional tool that most detailers all have. And while yes, it's a little messier, it's super straightforward and simple. And while I hate to break it to you guys, a lot of detailers are looking for the secret to pet hair. And yes, I love those silicone brushes. I love the lily brush. I love all of the tools that exist. But the truth is, often a drill brush is actually the best thing to use. And as you guys are watching me do this to the floor mats, I would suggest doing it the same way that I suggest most carpet cleaning systems be structured. Light, repeated applications. Don't spend 30 seconds, spend 10 seconds, come back in with the vacuum, do another 10-second run, come back in with a vacuum, do a third 10-second run, come back in with the vacuum, and you're gonna see that that actually speeds you up and gets you the results you want a lot faster than sitting there with a drill brush and just trying to brush. Do a very light application, vacuum it up, another light application, vacuum it up. That's gonna get you where you wanna go. Now, the only real pet hair dedicated tool that I would suggest on top of all of this is that FurReal brush, because it attaches to your vacuum and because of the way the product is designed. It actually does have those teeth that pull up a lot of that hair that make it a lot easier even when you are using a drill brush to get everything kind of on the first or second pass, because it's that built-in extra measure to your vacuum. You're already using your vacuum anyways. You might as well put this thing on the tip of it and pull up the rest of that pet hair. Now guys, as always, I'll link up all the products and tools I talked about in this video in the YouTube description box below. But if you got some value from this video, make sure to vacuum up that like button by clicking it and turning it blue, because it's the only way that I know that you got some value from what we're talking about here, giving you some kind of quick, rapid fire ways to fix some difficult problems in the detailing world. And as always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, thanks for being involved. Keep working hard, and I'll see you guys in the next video.